Hey, thanks for checking out my latest video. It's part of a series of guitar style licks for keyboards, and this is part one. And this one is going to get into this idea of interval bends, which are kind of unique, and we're going to examine this one that I like because it gets the tritone involved, and I think by now you guys know I love that tritone. It has so much to do with rock and roll and kind of a gritty attitude. So we're going to take a look at that, and I'm going to break it down, hopefully make it really easy. If there are questions about how this lick works, what that fingering is, anything like that, please leave it in the comments below and I will respond. There aren't that many of you, so I think I have time to do that. Let's get right into it. Thanks.
Okay, so as the title of this tutorial states, we're looking at guitar style keyboard riffs, and the focus is going to be on this. And I really want to immediately come down to a keyboard organ sound so that we're not getting caught up in this bending thing, and just to show what this would look like if you're doing this without a bend. So the big key to this is right here. It's that tritone. If we really break this down simply, this effect that we have, it's really bending from here to here, from the fourth to the tritone. We're in the key of F. So to make this work out as a keyboard part, I'm doing this fingering. It's kind of odd. If anybody likes the idea of this being an organ part, it's a legit great part or riff, then you would do 2 and 4, and you're going to go to 2 and 4, and then you're coming up to 1 and 5. At least that's what I'm doing. And then coming back to that minor third and the fifth with your 1 and 3. So you approximate that same effect. So this is one of probably a dozen or so ways that guitar players will bend intervals, not just bending notes. But this is a real good one. I think it's cool because, again, it engages that tritone. It's got a kind of a gritty feel to it. I think it's pretty useful, pretty easy to pull out in any key, and we'll go over that on another video. But this is really the focus of this tutorial, is just this one bend. And it becomes part of an array of different licks that you can use in a solo or a part. It's not intended to be something that you would do repeatedly, except maybe for a couple of bars, or maybe it would be something that you intersperse in a part, and it just has that nice little personality that you can put in there. So again, if we're transferring from here down to here, then we have that. So in a way, this tutorial is talking about how you would use this effect, this riff, in a guitar style on a keyboard. Or you might say, well, I like that for being just an organ part. And I'm sure it would also work for a piano part as well. So we'll break this down. I'll show you how this might work with rhythm. And for now, we're sticking with key of F. This is a slow rhythm. I think we're at 80 BPM. I'm trying to show different ways that you might use this. I'm using kind of a grace note effect. Okay, so enough of that. To be real clear about the notes, as I said earlier, the real magic here, if we're in the key of F, it's this, is going from the fourth pitch of the scale, fourth step, going up to that tritone, and that's where you're getting that grit. But in this particular riff, we're pairing that up with this. We're starting on that, you've got that fourth, and we're jumping up to the sixth. So we have this third interval, and we're doing this. We come up here. As far as fingering goes, if you're doing this as a bend, real easy, because you're not really going to move any fingers. And I don't have the bend set up down here on the Kronos, but it's the same idea. If I were to bend this, I would just be hitting that and then bending up a half a step, because I'm just trying to achieve a half step. I'm just trying to lightly hint at that tritone and that seventh. So you can also use this as a slow bend. Not quite as effective with the organ part, but you get the idea.
Hey, thanks for making it through to the end of the video. I hope this was useful information. I hope that you can take something from this and put this into your own playing. But stay tuned, I'm going to be doing more of this pitch bending stuff with both intervals and single notes. We're going to always talk about the theory of what makes these work. It's very deliberate. It's not just a random, I'm going to hit the pitch bend bar and make it do something, kind of a whammy thing. Typically what I like to do is to achieve a very specific note change that has something to do with the scale, or something that's going to pop out of the scale a little bit for extra added interest. So stay tuned. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and that bell thing that apparently will alert you to new videos when they come up. Thanks so much. See you next time.